guys, just put you back on the shelf there, and welcome back to another episode of Davy's Game Corner. Now, in tonight's episode, I've got a few fantastic pickups that I purchased from my local shop around the corner. I also have a couple of eBay pickups which finally came during the week, and sort of what I'm playing. And I've got a bit of a question to ask you at the end of this episode. So we'll start off with the pickup that I received on Monday, and it is X2 Wolverine's Revenge. And it's a decent little action-adventure game starring Wolverine, obviously, hence the title. And basically, it's your basic adventure premise of start a level, beat up a load of enemies, fight a boss, get a cutscene, rinse, repeat, and so on. It's got quite a few chapters. I think it's about 6 chapters in, and each chapter has about 4 or 5 different levels, so you've got a good few hours of playability on it. It's very repetitive though. One of the cool things is trying to find all the secret stuff. You've got music, you've got videos that you can find, and costumes. Now, the one thing that gets me is that these costumes that you unlock, I don't know if it's just me, you can't actually wear the costumes. If any of you guys have actually played this game and you know if you can, then please let me know, because I've tried everything and I think it's a really pointless thing to collect costumes that you can look at but you can't actually wear. So it's an okay game. I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it about a 5 or a 6. It's not as I remembered it was for the PS2 when I was younger. The voice acting is pretty cool. The ironic thing is, Hugh Jackman's on the box, but he's not doing the voice acting for this game, yet Patrick Stewart plays Professor X in this. But I'm assuming they used Hugh Jackman on the box, as it was when the film was coming out, hence the advertising on the back of the box. Yeah, it's alright. That was $2.99. Next we have a game that actually came earlier than this one. It came last Friday through special delivery. And unfortunately, with the post, they can't re-deliver special deliveries. So I had to go pick it up yesterday. And it takes me about 30 minutes to walk there, 30 minutes back. So it's kind of a ball. I didn't want to collect it, but if I didn't, then it would have had to go back to the seller. And it is Maximo for the PS2. Now, a bit of a shame as a game to say I've never actually played a Maximo game, so I was really looking forward to it. I opened it up when I got home and one of the spokes are broken, so the disc falls out. The disc's not in the greatest condition, as is the manual, but I give the fact that it is a very old game. However, I actually got a message from eBay telling me that there was another auction for this game in near mint condition for the same price. So I did actually forget about that one. But from what I've seen, it's a great adventure game starring Maximo. And it's the same premise as Ghouls and Ghosts, because it's made by Capcom. And it's Maximo who has to save the day and rescue his future wife from the clutches of Archile. And basically he makes a deal with Death to go back onto Earth to save his girlfriend, so that he can kill all these zombies to return to Hell, so that Death has a job again. And the music that I've heard in it is just, it's like a remix of Ghouls and Ghosts. Like the first few notes from the first Ghouls and Ghosts level is in it, and then it is completely different. So that's a kind of cool little tidbit, giving it a shout out to the original games. And one other little bit of information on this game was it was actually supposed to be released for the Nintendo 64. And this was at the end of the 64's life cycle. So the developers held it back and they waited for the PS2. And if you do play the game, and if you look close enough at the graphics, you will sort of notice that they are like big pixels and things like that, which is similar to the N64. Now we go on to the good stuff. What I think is the good stuff anyway. Basically, there's a charity shop around the corner from me. And I always wanted to go in to find out if they had any games or anything. And I thought, nah, they're not going to bother. So I thought, screw it, let's go in, let's find out, it can't hurt. And he had a small box of games at the back. Stuff that I'll probably go back and pick up. But the 3 main things that he had, and I got all this for £7.50, was Final Fantasy Anthology, which is Final Fantasy 4 and 5. And I was astounded because the manual is in mint condition and it's kind of hard to find decent manuals these days. And both of the discs, you probably won't be able to see this. Both of the discs have hardly been touched. There's like dust particles on the bottom of the discs, and that's about it. I can't see any scratches, and that's fantastic. And then we move on to Final Fantasy VI with the original sticker on the front for the demo of Final Fantasy X, which also has the little inlay for the demo, tell you how to play it. The manual is in fantastic condition as well, and also the discs for this are pretty much mint condition. You won't be able to see it, but they're both fantastic condition, and these are going in the collection. They are doubles, but they're good doubles, because if my other copies break or get scratches, then I've got these to rely on. Now, with this copy of Final Fantasy VII that I actually received, picked up, the only unfortunate thing is when I did take this one home, the manual is a platinum manual, and it has a massive crease down the front, and all 3 discs are pretty much scratched up. Other than that, though, for the £7.50 that I paid, I think that's more than a bargain. Final Fantasy Anthology tends to reach about £10 to £15 already, as does Final Fantasy VI. And a copy of Final Fantasy VII, even discs on its own, are about they're stupidly overpriced on eBay. So that was my bargain. I've also been playing a lot of Killzone 2 this week, just doing it online. First time I played it was, I think, 3 days after the Killzone 3 beta came out, and I've been loving it. I love the level up system, I love the little perks that you get. I'm currently ranking quite well. I'm not the greatest player, and I never like to boast about how I play, because there's obviously people out there that are 10 times better than me. But in the past few games I've been ranking like top. I've been first for quite a few, and that's a first for me, so I'll definitely be keeping on with that. So if any of you guys are playing Killzone 2, check my homepage out on YouTube, and you'll find my gamer tag in the link. Final question I'd like to ask you guys is, I want to start doing my reviews now, and I don't know what to do a review on. So I've picked 3 of the games out, 2 of which you've just seen in this video, which is X-Men, Maximo, and I've also put Outrun. Now I just want you guys, leave me a comment, and if you do leave me a comment after that, just pop the name of the game that you'd most like to see. Now, if you select Outrun 2, I will do a whole synopsis on the original Outrun as well for the Sega Master System. But because I've run out of ideas, I'd just like you guys just see what you'd like to see, basically, and get your answers in by Wednesday. The majority will get picked, and then I can write my own script up and film it, dub it, and get it out by Friday, and then do my next episode of the Game Corner. So guys, that's it for me. If you're new to the channel, hello. If you're just passing through and you'd like to see more of this, then please subscribe. Leave a comment below, tell me what's going on, leave me messages, you know. I always like to hear, and I like to reply back to you guys out there that just have little queries and questions, or any gaming help that you need. But that's it for me. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to do a little bit more gaming and get myself to bed. So guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you soon. Take care.